I think we are live, right?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, awesome. All right, everyone, welcome to jobskillshare.org, the Jobskillshare community as well. This is our second hot seat for batch two. We have did one before this with different questions. Today we're going to have a little different questions. And the hot seat is about our interns who have finished a full 1 month hands-on real-world skills internship, basically. And they have done a lot of work. We are very proud of them. We already know their skill set, but this is the last piece where we just want to push them to the last limit. And that's what they're going to do in this. We're going to give them assignments and tasks and soft skills questions and interviews, and everything will be just kind of like, mixed match of just like a real interview. So if you're wondering, a lot of time I get this question that how do I start internship with you, in this platform? You have to be a part of JobSkillShare. So I'm going to show you my screens just so people know in this batch too. So can you guys confirm? You guys see my screen? Okay.
Yeah, we
Yes.
can see it.
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
this is the site. When you register, the first thing you will be pointed to a dashboard, which is start your journey right here. They started here. Then this is a self-paced program for all new IT professionals who want to start IT career. We created this whole program, which is start self-paced program. And the requirement for this internship is this course, which is called IT Fundamental V 1.0. By the way, it's free for everybody. You guys can try it. There's no payment for this. When you get to this point, you need to click on go to course. And then when you get to the course, you need to finish every single video in this course. And the last module is about internship. And in that, there's some requirements. They have to finish that. They have to be part of a Discord community. Everything is in that video. And the last few minutes, we're going to also show you this. So that's where they have already done this. So if you're looking at this video for the first time and you're confused, they have already done a lot of work. And in hot seats, one of our main things is that we don't give answers or we don't train things or we don't give solutions because it takes too long for this type of sessions. And that is the main key, that it's actually for our interns, but anybody can learn from it. So my suggestion for the interns before this hot seat is that watch this hot seat, and the interns that are in this hot seat, make sure to watch the other hot seats as well, because we're not going to be covering the same question. So if you really, really want to be prepared, then make sure to watch the other hot seats that we have covered, because then you're going to cover almost everything that you can come across in the interviews. Okay, Haifa, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I would like to, good morning, everyone. I'd like to set down just the rules for the interns. You're allowed to ask your peers for help. You only get 2 lifelines from your peers. Your peers can guide you towards the answers. Sorry, your peers can give you the answers. However, if you ask a question to the pros, they can only guide you towards the answers. They cannot give you the answers. And your limit for the pros is 3 per person. And then finally, you may Google. However, if you do Google, you are going to lose points. And finally, nope, I forgot what I was going to say last.
Okay, so the first thing that we want to start over here, let me stop sharing my screen because this is more of a question that we start with. And the first question, and usually everybody am I on the speaker mode or I'm on a gallery mode right now? So then everybody's can, I think I'm on a gallery now, right?
Yes.
Oh, gallery view. Now I'm on gallery. Okay, so the first thing in the interview that a lot of people will ask you is this one question. And we're going to go in rounds right now, and I'm going to ask you this question. Basically, it's going to be on the phone, or it's going to be on the. Either it's going to be on the phone, or it's going to be on like real, sitting in a meeting somewhere. So the first question that everybody will ask you is, "Tell me about yourself," right? And everyone over here will just go over this, and you only have 2 minutes maximum to really do this part. And after that, we're just going to tell you, once the 2 minutes is getting near, we're going to just say, hey, let's finish it off. So make sure you have 2 minutes to give this answer. Let's start with Megan. Tell me about yourself, Megan.
Sure. Good morning.
Happy to be here. Let me see. I began my IT journey about a year and a half ago, where I pursued hands-on training with a TechWorks program at the City University of New York. I learned some basic hardware, software, troubleshooting skills, also a little bit of networking. We delved deep into CompTIA and CCNA, where I just graduated in July of 2020, having passed my CompTIA A+ and CCNA certifications. And after July, I continued my learning with home labs and trying to really pull and apply what I learned in class into more of a lab setting. And most recently, I completed my internship with the DMV IT Solutions, where we learned to manage users and groups and Active Directory. Also, we learned how to troubleshoot Office 365 and kind of took things from the administrative side. So I was able to learn really how to pull it all together into level 1 desk skills. And then I continue to build my experience. I stay abreast of technology through communities such as Job Skills Share, KevTech. I attend webinars with CompTIA, and I'm involved in the Women in Tech programs. I'm passionate about IT, and I enjoy helping end users troubleshoot computer problems.
Awesome. Great answer.
Thank you.
All right, Stephen, tell me about yourself.
Morning. So I guess I started really having a passion for computers when I was a child, playing around on my mom's 386, taught myself how to type. Not many people probably know what a 386 is, but that's where I started. At the end of high school, I pursued my A+. I got my A+. Life got in the way. Had to table that. A few years later, started getting into networking. Pursued my CCNA, got my Network Plus. In between all of that, I've built countless computers for family and friends. It's always been a hobby, setting up all different types of, equipment as far as technology is concerned, surround sounds, televisions, home networks, things like that. In my most recent previous life, I was an operations manager for a small business, and I handled the IT there. The hours that I worked were pretty painful. It was working for a small business can be quite challenging with all of the hats that you have to wear. So a lot of hours, a lot of learning. So there's some good experience there. But I quickly realized during the pandemic that life's too short to just be focused on money, and I wanted to pursue my passion, and IT has always been my passion. So I joined, I joined the JSS community, found the website, joined KevTech's community, his Discord, and I've been grinding for the past 4 months, getting back in the swing of things, pursuing my dream, and making it a reality. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm
Awesome.
intent on making this, my future career moving forward.
All right, thank you. Great one. Fred, tell me about yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me well? Okay. Yes. So good morning, everyone. I am looking for an IT help desk position with a promising company. Just a little background about myself. I got a computer at an early age around 1995 with Windows 5 operating system. And I got it for Christmas, and it came from me just playing around on it to being basically the family fixer-upper per se. But during this time, as far as workforce, my first workforce career was customer service. I came from a background of customer service. I did telemarketing. I did outbound sales. So that was definitely a very immersive opportunity and experience for me as far as dealing with people, dealing with customers, angry customers, happy customers, all type of customers, and coworkers. From there, I went into my first IT job, which was a refurbishing company, where I had the role of analyzing hardware, different hardware systems, and determining if they could be refurbished or not. From there, my second job was basically an assembly line where basically we would build Windows-based PCs, desktop systems, and we would all have assembly line and type of environment, and we would all have different roles. From there, recently, I've been in college. I'm in my final year of college, pursuing a degree in computer information technology with a concentration on system administration and management. That's been great, but I felt like something was missing as far as entry level. I felt like college was preparing me for a lot at one time. And I definitely wanted to focus on an entry level role. That's when I pretty much found out about Kev Tech on YouTube. Then after a while, I joined his Discord. That's where I got kind of introduced with Job Skills Share. There was in there various different collaborative events and opportunities for people. So I submitted my application and soon got accepted. And I've experienced a lot in Job Skills Share. We work mainly with lab environments, but we also had live sessions as well. We worked with Active Directory, user management. We worked with VPN configurations, SharePoint, NTL permissions, printer sharing, printer troubleshooting. We did a little.
2 minutes.
Oh, I apologize. But yeah, so with all of these experiences dealing with what's really in demand for today, and as far as the help desk role is specified for today, I feel very confident in the skills that I've learned, and I'm really willing to and ready to apply those skills with this company.
Okay. Christelle, tell me about yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name is Christelle Tita. I come from Cameroon, Africa. My first language is French. Before moving to the US, I work in my country as an executive assistant in a construction company. And in the US, I work for World Food while preparing for for certification. Currently, I am working for Abri IT while doing the internship to grow my skill for a favorable job opportunity. On my free time, I like traveling, reading, watching movies, and that's all regarding me. Thank you.
Okay. Anthony, tell me about yourself.
Hi. As a self-driven and highly motivated IT graduate, I previously worked for about 2 years in customer support. However, as a current intern at DMV IT Solution, I offer exceptional skills in help desk, ticketing system, Office 365 management, tier 1 level troubleshooting, Active Directory user management, client and server technology. Thank you.
Okay. Did I ask Abby? No, Abby? Abby, go ahead and tell me about yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Abhi. I'm from Canada. I have graduated in wireless network engineering in 2019. I have 3 years of customer service experience. I worked for multiple retail stores. I have worked as a customer service associate for a telecom company also. I always have passion for IT. I started my IT journey this year. Initially, I went on to study CompTIA A Plus and Network Plus. I have secured those two entry level certifications, and I have gained a lot of hands-on training while watching YouTube videos and other platforms, job skill. And I have created my own home IT lab where I practiced all of the skills that necessarily need for the help desk level 1. My career goal is to work in network engineering, but I always believed after my graduation, there is a lot to study if you need to become really good in tech. So I believe help desk is the right place to start. That's I looking for help desk roles. And also regarding the internship, I work as a remote IT support intern for DMV IT Solutions, where I got trained for the skills such as Active Directory management, Office 365, Windows operating system, and network troubleshooting. These are all about me. Thank you guys for having me.
All right. So before in our last session, we would ask this question and then we will wait 3 hours and then give points. I think it's better to just give points right now for this tell me about yourself from the other professionals. So it's fresh and it's quick for people to know how they did. So let's go ahead and go with our professionals now and ask Stephen, Haifa, and Hemi or Kevin Diaz. How did you guys took the first Megan response? Like, what was her? What would you guys think about it? Do you guys have any tips for her, or did you find anything in her response?
So I really liked Meg's response. I love how she mentioned Active Directory, Office 365, different communities in IT, like Women in Tech, JSS. I think that's very important. I like how she gave us a little bit of background about what she did before and why she was transferring over. I liked Meg's response overall. Very, very good response.
So do you want to finish off the others one, too?
Yeah,
So
I can do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want you guys not to be offended by anything I say. We're not here to put you down. We are here to.
So Haifa, what about the other ones? Like just
Okay.
go over one by one quickly. Just give.
All right. So Stephen, you told me about yourself had too much detail from your like earlier age, and then too much detail about your other job. I wish you had mentioned more technologies like Active Directory and whatever, like the things that you actually learned in your internship. But yeah, I felt like it was too detailed about, I don't want to say irrelevant things, but like irrelevant to a job that you'd be applying to. Fred, too much detail about the tech that you learned. So you went like file sharing, blah, 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 blah. Like you were trying to mention everything and then Danish threw up the 2-minute sign. But Fred, otherwise yours was good. Just try to focus on the key technology. Christelle, I feel like yours needs a little bit more passion in it. I like that. No, sorry. You also need to mention key technology. Anthony, not enough juice in yours. Also, like put some passion in it. I always worry about saying your name wrong. I liked your told me about yourself a lot. You and Meg's was my favorite. That's all I have to say.
All right. Steven Essential. Steven, do you have any quick tips for?
Yeah, I took time to know. I think Meg did a really good job. I think she hit all the key points there. I really liked her presentation with that. Steven, one thing on yours, I mean, since you're on camera, and the one thing that I do a lot too is I look away and I look down. Make sure you're looking at the actual interviewer when you're telling these points. Your eyes were all over the place. I know that you are on camera, but it's always good to look them straight in the eye and tell them who you are. And that way they feel comfortable because they won't be looking around. They'll be like looking at you. And I believe, Fred, you did the same thing. Your eyes are going up and down a little bit. Always look the interviewer straight in the eye. I do that a lot. I close my eyes, I look away, and that gives them a sense of, I don't know, is this guy trying to hide something or whatever, but I do the exact same thing, which I am trying to work on. When it comes to Christelle, yours was a little bit short, a little bit more meat in it, I think. Anthony, again, a little bit short. I'd like to know a little bit more, more meat in it. And is it Albie, right? Is it Albie? You hit all of the key points. I really liked your presentation as well. I would go with Haifa, Meg, and Albie. You guys did really well in this round. So
thank you.
You forgot Fred. Sorry. Did you mention Fred?
Hey, here to mention him. Yep.
I forgot that you mentioned Fred.
Yes.
Hemi, did you get any notes, or did you? I know you're working, maybe.
I just have some general ideas.
Okay.
I wouldn't mention. A couple of people mentioned like I met KevTech on YouTube and stuff like that. I wouldn't specifically say that I met this guy on YouTube and like started learning from him on on Discord. I would just say like I got with the community and we worked together to build home labs, and so we worked together to kind of do that kind of. I would kind of just say something like that, and I would mention career really shortly like career goals during your like really shortly, but just say, hey, I'm looking forward.
That's an amazing point. I think that should be noted right there. Honestly, even I wasn't thinking about that. So, guys, take this. This is a really nice point. Well, as soon as I heard it, I was like, whoa, that's awesome. In your tell me about yourself. If you have a very small section of career goals, we would love to hear that, right?
I think the only one that mentioned that was Abhay. Talked about network, I think.
Mm-hmm. And server stuff. Yeah.
So yes.
That's really all I had.
Diaz, did you take any notes or you want to say anything?
I don't want, I'm not going to repeat so much the same thing, not sound like a broken record. So I agree with a lot with what everybody else said. And just, be careful with mentioning too much detail with certain things. You don't want to bore them. They don't want to hear your entire story. That's what the rest of the interview is for, So just two notes. It was, who was it? And Anthony, yours was really short. I like the brevity, but at the same time, add a little bit more, just a little bit. And what was it? Steven, you started out really high energy, and then suddenly you got really low energy. If you're going to start at a certain point, stay at that point the entire time.
Steven, exactly how I thought, to be honest. You started really nice, and then you went pretty low. Like, I was like, is he okay? Kind of like that, right? Like, you started like, and then you kind of went down, right? So I was like, it just went up, down like that. And that's what I noticed too. So something definitely a good point right there. Anthony, let me tell you something. You started amazing. I'm telling you, your tell me about yourself started pretty in a flow that we was thinking like you're gonna say DME solutions, everything, and then boom, you just killed it right there. Like you were like in the flow, not even a minute or something, and you're like, thank you very much, and then you killed it right there, right? So that's definitely you started really nice. Kind of mix match it with Abby's the way he presented it. I think most of you should listen to Abby's and then kind of like work on that because he was hitting targeted areas, Active Directory. This is my goal. Does this, and then at the end he just kind of rounded it pretty well, right? Fred, you also started amazing. To be honest, your tell me about yourself was on the point, but then you went too detailed. You went too like specifics. Like you were talking about tiny minute things, and you went above 2 minutes, right? So that's why I did this to you. So make sure you know where to kind of stop your tell me about yourself and keep it to the like kind of like we call this targeted skills or in-demand skills, right? Active Directory, Office 365. So say something broader like that because your resume then itself have specific things. And I can guarantee you when you start talking about that kind of stuff, you have captured the interest. The person is going to ask you a specific question after that. Then, okay, you talked about Active Directory. Can you tell me some examples about Active Directory? How did you work in DME IT solutions? What did you do? Now you see he's specifically asking you a question. So you're not killing your questions in first shot right there, right? So you want to let them ask you the questions that you're comfortable with then, because you have now, you kind of like trap their mind into your technology, right? Active Directory, I'm a part of these communities. I do this. We do labbing. Oh, what kind of labs do you guys do? You see, now you're in a flow. And that is where I say that, and perfect example, somebody came in this Discord community, they're like, I just started when you're telling me about yourself question. And then after that, they didn't even ask me any technical question because they were already captured in the flow, right? So you got them into your story, let them ask the questions in your story, and now you're gold right there. If you stop something or you totally mess up your tell me about yourself, then that's their story then. That's their flow then. They're gonna take the paper out because they have to still spend that 30 minutes. They're not gonna be rude to you to just tell you that you're not good for this interview. Let's finish this. They still will finish the interview, right? So you can do better in that too, but I'm sure that's gonna be more stressful because now you are depending on their questions. And when it's about somebody else's questions, they're very targeted, right? So that's the key right here. We want to capture their attention. We want to be in our own story then, okay? All right, so we are going to move into now the technical side, and then later on, we're going to come back to the soft skills, but I like this because this is the one question that if you do everything correctly, I think it can go one way or another way, right? They may even forget about a technical questions, honestly, and they say, yeah, man, this person's cool. This person knows everything. Let's just hire him, right? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you all, and then we're going to start this whole process. Okay, if you all can confirm, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so who's first? Let's see. Fred, go ahead and get connected to intern machine and let me know if you're connected. All right, so your ticket right here is saying that Stacy, I cannot save my video file in map drive. So Stacy's machine is the staff machine. So go ahead and connect to the staff machine as well, which is your third machine. In our system, it's the third machine. Hold on, let me open that. So this is Stacy's machine. I'm gonna help you log into this machine so you don't have to worry about password. All right, so what she's saying is this, Fred. She's coming here, she's opening right here, and then she's trying to double click over here. Oh, but she's having a different issue now. You see how things changes like immediately. A user says that's what I'm having issue, but she's having a different issue. Now you as a technical person is confused, right? So how do you fix this?
All right, looks like we have a permission error. So I would first locate the source of the file that she's trying to access.
And that source is on your DC, which clearly tells you, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let's go to a DC machine now. All right, so let's go ahead and connect to the DC. I'm gonna show my screen so people can watch me. And you're getting into the domain controller. I'm gonna help you with the password. There you go.
All right, so first I would locate the actual file that's being shared.
Okay.
So, so let me see here. I could go to, let's see how to get to this. I could go to the server manager and I can just click, oh, it's already open, but I would click on the file services and click on shares.
Perfect.
All right. Let's see what we have here. Interesting. Okay, here goes sales right here.
Good.
And I'm going to right click and click on properties.
Okay.
I'm going to go to permissions area.
Perfect.
And I'm going to look for her name. I can see that administrators, but I assume that she's not an administrator because she can't get access. So I would definitely have to add her to this permission. And I would permissions. I would add her. Select the principal. I would search for her name, Stacy.
All right.
And I would give her read and execute.
Okay.
And also be able to write as well.
Okay.
And I would apply those changes and ask her to try to access or save a file there once again.
All right. So now you're going to go back and show us on the machine, right?
Yes. As you can see, it's letting me access now.
Good job. Awesome. Great. Okay. Now, since I gave you a different ticket, but what's the ticket? She's saying that I cannot add a video into this shared folder. So how would you fix that original ticket now?
So basically, there have to be a file screening setting set for her.
But you didn't check it though.
No, I didn't. So
yep.
I will go in and check the file screen setting.
No, no. I'm saying is you didn't even know. Practically, you didn't even check it. Like you didn't even know what the error was, right? How did you go straight to file screen?
Well,
so show us.
Well, it said that.
So if I'm Stacy, what would you tell Stacy first? Because you cannot just assume this is file screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what would you tell me? First of all, if I'm Stacy, what would you tell me?
I would like, hey, Stacy, could you just tell me what specific error message that you're
Perfect.
getting?
Okay. You fixed another issue. You didn't see the original issue yet, right? Then you're gonna have to ask me, can you do this? And I'm saying, hey, when I do this, I'll drop this UDIN file here, and then I get this issue right here. You see, then in the interview, you could have told me file screen. You cannot just jump into the solution, because that thing to me is like, wow, what are you saying? What if you're not doing? What if you're not even using that? Then of course you failed it right there, right?
Correct.
So the first thing for you as a tech is to make sure that you check it and see if the error does point to where you think that the issue is. So, but you're right, you're correct. So now you see that, okay, this is a permission issue, and based on your skills, based on what you have learned, you can fix this issue. And how would you fix that issue?
I would go and check the file server manager on the DC
so
controller.
go ahead and guide us. How would you do that?
If that is the file server in this case, I guess. So I would ask Stacy to give me one moment while I check some settings on my end.
Okay.
So I would go, is this,
you're going into the DC again, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's got a little latency here. All right. So I would I can go through it to server manager.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go to server manager, close that out. I would go up here to tools. Got a little latency, so I would go to file server resource manager.
Okay.
And I would go to, what in the world is that? All right, I would go to file screening management, okay, and I would see what active file screens are active. So right now we have one active, and it is for our folder, and it is enabled for block audio and video files.
Good job. That is all you needed to show me. So great job. Actually, that was amazing. That how you went there and did this. So that's great. Okay. So go ahead and disconnect from your machines. Well done on that. Definitely a great flow. And just one tip that I gave you, to make sure to check the error first before you execute things. Okay.
Correct.
Meg, are you there?
I am.
All right, Meg, let's see your ticket. In Office 365 portal, show us the process of tracing emails. Use staff machine. So you're going to be using your staff machine, which is this one right here. I'm going to open it up for you. And inside, we already opened a Office 365, and I want you to show me a whole process of how do you trace an email? Like, just show me that whole feature.
Okay. All right, 1 second. I realize I've got to go to my, okay. Connecting right now. Connect. All right, making sure I'm on the same page you are. Okay. So let me see here. I'm going to be looking for...
My 2 instant dislikers are here. By the way, I love you if you're watching me. I love you.
All right. So one more time on the ticket. I want to trace a email, correct? Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Yep. So
okay.
So explain the process of where you're going to go and trace the emails, and how would you do that?
All right. And what was the user's name? I'm just...
let's say Monica at DMV batch, whatever. Just show me the whole, I can give you the email when you get to the point then.
Okay. So I would go in under the administrative side.
Okay.
Which I'm already in, so I got that. And I would look up under users, a particular user, if I had to trace. Oh, that meant I'm not along the right pathway, correct?
Well, I'm not going to give you an answer as a...
I heard a So, all right, let me back up. I'm going to go to show all and look up under settings, I believe. Let me see here.
You got very few minutes, and you start using help if you don't know and you're looking for things.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just take a peek here. 1 second. I'm gonna look under settings.
Welcome, SJ, and honor to have you as well.
All right, team. Can I throw me a line if you don't mind? I know that you can trace an email, but I'm not certain I'm up under the correct.
So you want to go down to Exchange?
Okay. There it is. Thank you so much.
All right, do you know from here?
The reports or resources is flow, migration, more features. I'm always going to expand that more features option there. Permissions, organization.
All right, 30 more seconds, and then
All right. There it is. Message trace.
Okay.
So custom query, if it's a particular client, wait, let me go to, start trace to
so who's
sender.
The sender is your employee or yours from outside?
So it would be, well, was the question me trying to trace the route of a particular employee, or
if somebody's having issue from outside, the employee saying that I cannot get an email from outside, in this field, are you going to use internal employee email or outside?
Outside.
Outside. Okay, and then you put the recipient and you just serve the trace. Okay, good job. But definitely you need to do this practice again. That's fine.
Absolutely.
This is all I want to get to. So,
all right.
So you know the flow, but you need to work on it a little bit, okay?
All right. Thank you, Danish.
All right. So go ahead and disconnect, and let's get to. Okay, so he's not here. I'm gonna give his tickets later on. Abby, are you there? Abby. Abby, you're on mute if you're trying to talk.
Hey, I'm here. Hey.
Okay, go ahead and connect to staff machine. Monica cannot access Teams. Probably you remember this, right? From your internship. So connect your staff and let us know why Monica cannot access to Teams.
Staff, just give me a second.
And explain that when you're doing this, first, what are you doing? You're looking for who?
Yeah, I'm looking for Monica, and let's see what are the app permissions he has.
Okay. Remember, you guys have only 2 minutes to do this, right?
First of all, we have to go into users and let's see.
All right, good job.
Monica there.
Okay, oh, nice. You're using search in there. Awesome.
So we look at what are the apps she has permission for. Yeah, the license. So she has 26 apps.
Okay.
Let's see whether Teams is there. Yeah, Teams is not allowed for her. So
all right, good
I
job.
have the.
You're gonna give that save the changes and then you're
I just want to save the changes. So she now can access Teams.
Rodriguez, for time saving purpose, some of the errors I'm not showing just to save time. They already know the errors. Okay. So now let's go back. Good job on that. Go ahead and disconnect.
Thank you.
And the next person is Steven here. Let's see. Okay, Steven, you're there. Don't get scared. It's like, what the heck? All right, Steven, no, don't get scared here.
No, I'm not scared. I'm just like, this is a paragraph as opposed to 5 words. Yeah. I
want you to find some important information. For example, MC2260. What is this and where is this coming from in admin portal of Office 365? Like, I want you to give me this information because there's something important going on. And where do you find this information when a Microsoft is saying, hey, we have this issue going on, or we have this status, and how do you find those type of messages?
And this is the staff machine, right?
This is the staff machine, yep.
Okay. So I'm in the in the admin center. Wait a second. So I think that what you are looking for is the health. Is that what we're talking about? The service health?
Yep. Can you find that incident, by the way, just for fun?
Incident.
It was, what was that incident number? Let's see. It's not incident, it's the important message. MC222640.
Well, there's no existing incidents in there. So history. What was it? 222640?
That's fine. That's.
I mean, it looks like an ID number. I don't see a corresponding.
Yeah, so they could have removed it, right? This could be like an important message, and they probably removed it. So that's fine. That's the one that you just went to, the history one, and there was like important messages there. So you can even find it from there. Like those are MOTM.
Yeah.
Everything it has its own specific area that they will use that. So good job on that. That's exactly. As an Office 365 admin, you really need to know this area. Why? Because you don't want to be investing time with something that they are having an issue, right? Because you can fix certain issues, and you need to know how to first see, okay, if this is something to do with Microsoft, and then you will send an all staff email to your people and then explain things to them that this is what's happening. There's nothing we can do, but we'll keep you up to date. And then you keep updating your staff members, okay?
Yeah.
Perfect, good job. This means that you know your Office 365 kind of like moving around it, like you know where the important information are. Anthony, you there?
Yes.
All right, Anthony, staff machine. My Outlook search is not working. This is Skeptic's favorite one. He loves this stuff, right? So let's go back to your staff machine. Go ahead and connect to your staff machine. And the search feature is not working. The searching is not working. People are searching things, but it's not working. How would you fix that?
Okay. First of all, I need to connect. Right. Staff machine.
Yep, staff machine is the third link that I sent you, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right.
So the Outlook is not working. I would go to admin center.
She's complaining about Outlook on her desktop.
Outlook. Okay. What I'll do is I would ask her if it on a desktop, which means I wanted to ask if that for webmail is working, but since it's a desktop,
so I just say okay, webmail is working. Webmail is fine, no problem with webmail.
Okay. Okay, then I think I would just have to go to the Outlook itself.
Okay.
Yes. Outlook.
So from your troubleshooting perspective, you went to the web Outlook and you were like, okay, I think that's working fine, no problem. Then you went to the desktop just to see exactly if you can recreate this problem. So let's assume right now, this is not set up right now, but let's say this can get in and she's having, or this person is having a searching issue in his or her Outlook right now. How would you fix that?
Okay. First of all, I would have to check um, if she's even on Outlook, if she's even connected in the first place.
Okay, no, I'm giving you the answer. So let's say she's connected right now. This is a theoretical, like assume that it's connected. She's still searching things and it's still not working.
Okay, then I need to log into the Outlook itself, the desktop Outlook, and then I could go on. Can I click on? But I need to know what's the name of the staff again.
Okay, let me make it easy for you. I'm gonna log in with one account right here. So let's go ahead, admin DMV batch 2 dot on Microsoft. I'm just adding one account over here because I already told you that assume it like it's working. But where else can you fix the Outlook search issue? Do you really have to be in the Outlook desktop to fix these type of issues, or do you know anything else outside of Outlook that there's something going on and you can fix it by maybe restarting it or something like that?
I could go to delegation, Outlook delegation.
What does that have to do with searching?
Okay. Okay, I think I will just need I need help from my fellow. Yes.
All right.
Just for time's sake.
Anybody can give help?
Sometimes just restarting the app.
Sometimes restarting the app. Okay, they did that and still they're having issue. What else?
Check Task Manager.
Task Manager. Okay, go ahead and click on Task Manager.
Okay. Task Manager. Okay.
And then do what?
Tax Manager. Do I have? Okay, I need to check service.
All right, you got 10 more seconds. Sorry, not 10 more. You got 30 more seconds and get some help from people, direct help if they want to help you.
Okay, I'm on Tax Manager.
I have
okay, guys, I need.
Yeah, I have another part. I told her you will go to the option. So if you are connecting Outlook, you go in option, search, indexing. I think it's in that zone that will have to fix the search problem.
Yes, that's another one. Yep.
That's another one I wanted to try if I was able to log in.
Okay, so you knew that option. Okay, I'll take that as an answer. So fine, no problem. That is definitely a first option you should try. And then there are other options too, which you guys should research, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, let's go back to who's next here? All right, Christelle, you ready?
Yes.
Staff machine, I used to see Xerox printer, but now I don't see it anymore. How can you fix this? Let's go back to staff machine.
Okay.
She's saying that I used to see a Xerox printer on my machine, but I am not able to see it anymore. So go ahead and bring her Xerox printer.
Oh, right.
Isn't that a common ticket when people like, I'm not seeing this printer, or I need that printer, or I need this printer? I'm sure most of you probably came across this.
Okay, so first I will try a command that I learned yesterday. For see all the list, the command will list the print that are.
Oh, I like that. I like that you're using CMD. Perfect.
Yeah. So
WMIC print list print brief, print list brief, print.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And I see that the printer is a share printer that
Okay.
is on the DC.
Okay.
And she said that she doesn't have access to the printer again. All right. Is that
Yes.
so? I will try to
That's what she's
connect.
saying, right? Staff can say everything. You were just confirming things to her right now, right? So from your perspective, you went in there technically, you found a command, boom, you just found something, show it to us, show Stacy that where's this printer?
Okay, so I will enter the path of
That's nice.
So are you trying to connect to the printer or are you trying to show her first? Like, where would you see the printers in her machine right now?
I will go to the device and printers.
Okay, show us. Because you already know the path now. You need to now tell her where are the printers, right?
Yes. I will type here device and printer. And I see it here.
Oh, okay. So what are you going to tell the user now?
So I will I will be connect remotely on a machine and she will see what I'm do. So is that, I want to understand.
That's fine.
Okay.
All you did is you just showed it to her. No, it's actually printed.
Here is the printer.
If she is working on a Word document, how can you tell her to print it to this Xerox printer? Can you show it to her? Can you show Stacy? Because that's exactly why they're gonna call you, right?
Okay. So you want me to open a document?
Open a document, yep. And then show her that, okay, let me actually kind of like you confirm that to her, right? You're like, okay, I want to open the document. This is how you go your document right now. And then I'm going to show you how to print to that specific printer because I just confirmed it that it's a part of my, it's already there. So what would you do here? So you're going to go to the document.
Yeah. And it's there.
It's there. Good job. Okay. So that's all. Look, sometimes user will call you. Maybe for the first time they didn't see it as a default printer because it's probably here. They have check mark, let's say something like this, and they're not seeing that. And now they're complaining that they're not seeing the printer. So for you, you can just go in. The first thing you can just come and open, because if they're on the same document, you can simply come in here like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
But if it's not showing up there, then you need to do more troubleshooting, right?
Yes.
But you should know the commands. You should know where to actually find those printers. All of that stuff is skills right there. So great job. You have done that. Good job on that.
But I can tell you, and this happens a lot, you know, the printer, sometimes it just...
Diaz, your sound is really low. You want to say something?
Sometimes they, that happens a lot. Sometimes they can't find the printer. And so you have to go in and you have to look for it, and it tell you that at least a few times a week this happens, and it has happened to me before. So it's something that you really need to get comfortable with, is dealing with the printers and knowing how to find them, how to find where they are, and how to set it as a default or however it is so that they can find it.
Yeah, one thing I'll throw in on that, when I usually reimage machines and get them ready for a user, I go into control panel and I actually set it as a default printer for them right out of the box. So that way there's no thinking involved, because usually 9 times out of 10, they don't know how to change it anyway. So that's what I do for customers, and that usually holds up pretty true when they can click on application and just print right to it. So that may help people.
All right, that's good. Great tips right there, because printers are very important. So let's go ahead and Meg, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, Meg. So show us, where can you find queue, printer queue? Give us an example, and when would you clear it? So I want you to go to staff machine, and I want you to show us where can you find the printer queue. So for example, if I come over here and open this, and I double click on this, and I'd say print, and I print it. And let's say if there's a lot of printing going on and somebody's complaining about this right now, how would you go back and see what's in the queue in this computer?
Okay. So am I on the right machine here? Is this on sales, the DC? I missed what, while trying to shift over. I'm so sorry, Danish.
No
I
problem, no
missed
problem.
what
Yeah,
you
no
were. All right, intern. No, I'm on the staff machine, correct?
Yes, on the staff
Okay.
machine, I want you to find the queue of this printer.
Okay. So I would.
Because sometimes people send PDF files and they have some gibberish, whatever in there, some letters that gets hung in that queue and it won't let it print. And then you have this pending document on top of 5 or 6 other documents and they're complaining why people can't print. And it could happen to a network printer. So then imagine if whole department is trying to print to another one printer and there's one PDF file is coming from this specific machine, right? This specific machine is trying to print again and again, and it's keeping the queue again and again. It happens. And then you need to find the source of that machine and which machine is this trying to print so I can kill it from here. Because from server, you can keep killing it again and again, but sometimes you have an application that keeps trying to print the same files from this machine. So then you have a loop going on. So you need to find the queue on this machine to find out, right?
Okay, and I'm correct. You're seeing my mouse, right? Am I on the right machine?
I don't think you're on the right machine. If you go back to the stage where I'm showing in my this is one. Do you see I'm moving it right now?
Oh, there you are. Okay, got it. So I would go up under device manager.
Okay, good job.
Let me see here. And just explain to the client. Okay. All right, let me see. Go up under print queues here. Are we still working with the Xerox?
Yep.
All right. Look up properties. All right, print queues here, settings, details. All right, and under all right, let me see here. Ah. All right, so I would look up under details or events to find the print queue. Hold on one second. Let me back out of here and click on this. And all right, so I'm given the same menu here. So print queue.
You have less time. Start using your help.
Okay, team, am I in the right area to check on events under the printer queue? View all events.
You're looking to clear the printer queue, is that?
Yep.
So you probably want to go to printers? Like search for printers?
You're simply looking for jobs right there, right? You may have 50.
Oh wait, the queues are right there.
Sorry, I'm getting a delay.
So right now you're in the events, and I can tell you it has nothing to do with.
All right, let me back out of here. Hold on one second. Okay, so let me go to this particular printer. If Stephen, did you say go back to the printer, the file?
Is it not in properties? I mean, I would just go to the printer part where I guess Christelle was earlier.
Okay.
So in the search field, type printer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right click on that printer.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Right click in. Sorry. Getting
Is that
not getting a right click here. So
can you select it?
Yeah.
Open queue.
All right, that's it. That's all you got to do. Again,
right.
struggling a little bit. Need to work on this, okay?
Okay, Danish. Thank you. Thanks, Stephen.
You're welcome.
All right, so now let's go back and who is next? Steven, you ready?
Let's go. Let's go.
Go. I can connect to Xerox printer, but I also need to connect to Xerox printer 2 on my machine because I love Xerox printer 2.
Okay.
So
Staff machine.
Let's go to staff machine. And can somebody send a KevTech a Zoom link if he wants to join?
Okay. So I already have the printer options up. I'm gonna click add printer, see if it finds it.
All right.
And okay. Well, let's see here.
KevTech, you can't be sleeping, man. Welcome, bro.
So,
Do I have an admin account? Okay.
Oh, my machine popped up. All right, this is a not this one, but you're almost there because you have somebody's complaining about I can't find the one printer. So what's the one printer that you can say, okay, at least I can find the source of a printer, right? First of all, Stephen, what is this printer? Is this local printer or is this shared printer, like on a network?
Did it say? Can I see the text?
Where?
The text that you had, the text document. Did it
no,
say
I'm
whether...
asking you. I'm asking you right now. The Xerox printer in front of you right now, is that local or network?
I believe this was... I thought it was a network printer.
How? What's the proof? Check the text. Just focus on text a little bit. Xerox printer on.
Yeah, on JSSDC.
JSSDC. So now you know where the printers are coming from, right? So what should you do?
I guess add it using that same path.
Give it a try. Half I'm gonna get back to him.
There it is.
Ah, perfect. And what do you do next? All right, great job, man. That's how you do it. Simple, right? What's the reason that it didn't show up automatically, by the way? Do you know? That would be a plus point for you. That's a little advanced, though.
Well, I know that network discovery wasn't turned on initially, so I don't think that's it.
So I'll give you a tip. So this is more of a server option. You have to just enable it in a directory. Like you have to say, enable this for other people. So then when they search, it's going to show up. It's just a one option in print server management on the server. When you right click on the printer, you can say hide from listing or show it in the listing. So when you click on that, it will show up automatically and you don't need to do this whole process.
Gotcha. Okay, that's like a tier 2 printer thing. Got it.
So because it's on the server, so you
got it.
As a level 1, you may not be able to get into that kind of stuff. But because it doesn't matter, you guys may land a job as an IT support specialist, and hey, there's no levels. You are the one, right?
Yeah.
So just a tip. It's good to learn about those print management services from server level as well. Okay. All right.
See that level 2 shade.
What?
So let's go back. Let's go back and did I miss Fred in the second? No, I think Fred is coming here now. That's the next one, right? Fred, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, Fred, go to staff machine. I'm trying to visit jobscashare.org, but I'm keep getting keep getting an error. So what's up? What's going on? And what would you do? First, what would you do if somebody called you like that?
I would ask them, could you try accessing their website from either a different device or another computer within the network?
Okay, so let's say I'm like, hi, Fred, I can access JobSkillShare from my phone on my home network, and we're connected to the same network, and I can get to it. So then you're gonna do what on here? You logged into her machine. Then what would you do here now?
I would try to definitely ping that website.
Okay, would you ping first? You start troubleshooting already, or you're gonna see something?
Well, I would definitely check for maybe internet settings, see if she got any kind of firewalls or.
No, why internet setting? I mean, if the machine is in front of you right now, and she's complaining about jobskillshare.org, what would you do right here? Like,
I would try to reproduce the error.
Reproduce the errors. Let's see, first time as well, you went into troubleshooting. Second time again. Don't forget this, because you're working with the user. They always say something, and most of the time it's something different. So make sure you watch that. Make sure you recreate it. So go ahead and recreate that. See if you can redo it.
Well, I would definitely ask her what the usual browser she uses.
I use Chrome. Okay. I love Chrome. I hate Edge. That's how they respond, right?
Hate is such a strong word, you know. All right, so we're gonna open this up.
Open a new tab or go to jobskillshare.org. Super Mario. Okay.
And I'll make a comment on what Danish said. You know, just this week, right? Or last week, somebody, no, it was this week. Somebody messaged me saying they needed a new computer because they couldn't do a certain thing. And it turns out that the problem had to do with permissions errors. So you need a new computer for permissions errors? No. So imagine if you just went and you just tried to give them a new device. It's not going to fix anything. You never confirm that the problem was solved. You always want to check first that what they're saying is true and that they're accurately describing the problem.
So she's going to jobskillshare.org, and you know, she's like
All right, so we're definitely getting some long load time here.
Oh, there you go. Did you see this? You see this, Mr. Fred?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm going to go into your browser settings to check and see.
I love that it lasts okay when people do like a little attitude like, okay, you see it now.
I've gotten that so many times. It's like, see, it's malfunctioning right in front of you.
You see it now. That's
so right
what I'm
now,
talking about.
I want to check and see if she have any proxy settings set up.
Okay, so you started with troubleshooting now. So, okay, good job. So you're doing, okay, let me just check the proxy. Okay, let's see. How do you check a proxy on Chrome? That's a good question. How do you check it on Chrome? I don't even know.
Let's see here.
Yes, Alvin, she loves Super Mario.
Make sure you look at your screen.
What was that?
Make sure you look at their screen. There's something there that can help you.
No, Haifa, we can't do it. Oh. We'll talk about it later.
Help you find.
Yeah, I got really bad lag. Let me try to disconnect and reconnect.
Fred, can you make it a little faster? I gotta do my makeup at 10 o'clock, please.
All right. Let's speed this up here. All right, let's see if we have any proxy setting here. All right, so we got automatically detects proxy settings on. So there's no proxy settings.
Okay, so there's no proxy. You confirm that. Now what's up? What's going on with this?
I would then try to ping the actual site.
Ping, okay, I like that. That's Kevin Diaz's favorite stuff right there.
Oops, not in there.
Ideas. Go over a ping.
No, I don't need this right to ping. All right, ping. Jobskillshare.org. All right, so we're getting replies from jobskillshare.org. So now I'm going to go to test the firewall and see if there's any blockings there, any settings there.
Okay. Okay, that's something maybe if you know how to do it.
Well, there's no firewall settings there. Guys, if anyone has any ideas.
60 seconds. As soon
Hey
as you
Fred,
ask for
you
help.
already pinged, so there is nothing wrong with the firewall. There is echo request from that website.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
You already have pinged it, so there is nothing wrong with the firewall settings. That's why you got to reply back from that website.
So how would you fix it, Debbie?
Have you tried Google? It could probably be the web browser. Have you tried a different web browser?
Yeah, let me try a different browser.
I'm going to give you guys a little more time on this one since this is something that's testing everybody's skills now. I'm trying to see who knows this stuff. I'm going to pick on people here. So, Christelle, give him some help. What do you know about this?
Oh, I thought it was the firewall. I just wanted to let know Fred that he chose the advanced setting firewall. He should have choose the simple Windows firewall that is, yeah. But you using another web browser to maybe, but since you are in the firewall, you can just quickly.
So you guys are saying that if this is because it's connected to the domain firewall, so that's why it's not working?
Nothing to do with firewall. This is like an issue where a user is having issue with their website. So think about it more carefully.
I would check the IPv4 settings. Properties.
IPv4 settings. Okay.
I was able to ping correctly.
And just maybe that it's set up incorrectly.
If you're able to ping it, there's something else going on. Think about it.
What about an IP config/all and take a look at? Or am I completely off on that?
Yeah, mainly. I was thinking of the host config file.
And what is that?
Yeah, maybe you should try if is Google working. If Google is working, then definitely the computer itself is connected online.
Okay.
Yeah, Google is working fine.
Yeah, so this is a
it's only with
different
the
issue.
Web browser. Probably check is there anything particularly for that only website?
It's not working in any browser.
Yeah, I definitely think that is the, how do we call it? When you associate a website to an address in the host config file.
Bindings?
No,
you said that twice now. Guide him. What do you mean by that? Guide him. Where do you find that file or anything like that?
Okay, you have to go.
It could also be that. Sorry.
Come on,
it could also be that the website has been restricted.
C, Windows, System 32, drivers.
Okay, go ahead, Fred. He's helping you now.
Let's see.
Windows, System 32.
Did you try from any other website? Web browser?
Yeah,
so
drivers.
It's
Yeah, WAMP, PNC, the ticket is that, yes,
Fred,
she can log in from phone. That's what we did like in the beginning. So she can log in from her phone, same network, but this PC is having an issue.
It should be in there.
I think you got the answer right there before. Look at right.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It's in etc.
They'll get to the point now in a second.
ETC.
What am I looking for?
Hosts. Open that as a text file. And there will be the website will potentially be blocked on that. So just open it with a notepad. Yep.
Oh.
There it is. Wait, is it there?
Is it there?
No, it's not there.
Okay.
Honest, am I allowed to share with him the real, or not? I don't know if it's. I didn't see. I didn't notice what IP was returned. The IP address that I'm getting for job skill share.
Well, it was the loopback EP.
Oh yeah. This is a
127.
Cloudflare IP. You can allow. Yeah, definitely. It will change. It's dynamic.
Did you do an IP config / all?
Nope.
Did I do one?
Yeah. Did you check the DNS? Where the
Right.
DNS
What's
is pointing?
going on, guys? You guys are killing me right now.
It shouldn't be an IP config problem because I can get to any other site, but I can definitely pull it up.
Yeah, Diaz, that's correct. That's a
shouldn't be
Cloudflare. That's a Cloudflare IP. It will
Right.
change. So they can ping to the IP.
Okay, so it's the Google DNS.
Yeah.
Connection specific DNS suffix search list.
Can you try the command ns lookup and job skill share for see what address?
I love the way Christelle goes around and uses these commands. Got to give you the points on that.
Right. So we're getting a 192. Address 35. Oh, is it the
And you can verify that against what I sent you in the Zoom chat.
the Zoom chat? All right. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good on this end.
Okay, so where do you go from here?
So her site is getting blocked. Seems like proxy setting. We did that firewall.
What about details? Does details give you
Fred,
anything?
anyhow, you pinged that website, right? So just try with the IP address instead of name on the web browser.
Elvin Danish shut off the server. No, jobskillshare.org. I won't shut off my main website for a laugh.
Nothing to do with the server.
Fred, pull up Chrome and hit details.
Imagine me shutting down the production site for just
Bottom right.
doing this hot seat.
Danish, you have a bad reputation
Oh,
for doing these things.
What? I'm actually checking. Is the site working, guys? I'm just kidding.
No, it is already.
Could it be that the time and date is not correct?
Nope.
Yeah, this is a allow
Nothing to do
You
with time
guys
and
have
date.
gone way over time.
Read what you see on
Chrome
the screen.
settings.
Read what you see on the screen on the bottom. Look at that. Read it.
Yeah,
Read everything.
Proxy setter setting.
Firewall.
But it's not. There was no proxy setting.
Let's study our host file again.
You're gonna keep saying firewall. It's not firewall.
Would you like to open the host file again?
Sure.
Because we're taking too long. So let's
I go to quick access, Fred. It's right there in quick access, bro.
What?
Click quick access up at the top. It was in your. It's right there under recent files.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
All right.
All right.
Is that all it is in the host file? When you are reading a file like that, what do you do with it?
You maximize it.
You maximize it, okay. And then what do you do with it? All the way, what's there?
It's with the DNS.
Okay, Danish, does he have to add the address that we have with the NS lookup and job skill share? Does he have to match?
If you see a text file like that and like you see a text file, what's missing in there?
What's missing?
Like, if you're looking at the file like that, like, whoa, what's the full file, like the window? Like, do you need to scroll down or up or anything like that?
The IP address?
What's there?
The IP address.
Job skill share.
Come on, guys. You can't just open a file like that and close it like that.
You are so mean.
Whoa.
My word.
You guys cannot open a file. The whole look, you see how you guys change the whole setting.
You have to
and
delete that
everything,
entry,
close
Fred.
the file and everything. Come on, make sure you
Put a pound in front of it.
study the file. Scroll down, and people can mess around with you like that. Hackers they think a little bit ahead the way you normal people think. Okay, all right, close that. We took so much time just for fun, but that's fine. So go ahead and close that, no problem. That's the fix when you remove it. And you have to do this as an admin. You can't do this with the way you did it right now. Okay?
Oh.
It's just a tip. So just okay, fine. Let's go back.
Thank you guys for that help. The host file, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So there you go. I mean, yeah, most of you have the right answer. It's just that wait. Don't rush into these things. And that's one of the key things that you are learning. It's not about fixing that issue. Oh my God, I found the issue. I'm so good that I can find this issue. It's about how you process. Do you have patience to look at issues? That's what's the key skill you need to be learning as an IT professional. Not that you know this stuff. You will know this stuff. And whether you have 15 years of experience or whether you have two days of experience, you gotta know this. There's no difference. It's about who have more patience to just look at the issue and concentrate and then make a flow for that, okay?
Dennis, I have a question. After doing that, after erasing that, should they do an IP config / DNS to?
No, you don't need to do this, but if your browser is acting that way, then maybe, yeah, you need to do it.
Okay.
If it's like not coming up, then yeah, you should.
All right.
And sometimes even that may not work because it may be happening at your router level, and that takes time. I think probably like 24 hours or something like that to get removed. So I don't know, from a local router, you can do restarts, that can fix it, but sometimes even that doesn't.
Okay, thank you.
Abby, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
All right, Abby, you're an MSP IT now. You got a call from a company and you are basically a technician working with another technician now. The help desk from that company is calling you because they're brand new right now and they're having issue with his internet connection is not working and he's just calling you straight up and you're just like, oh, okay, let me help you out. So how is this going to happen? We're going to go to this system right now. I'm going to make you log in and do everything for you. So this is a different company. They have a different domain. Everything is different. We're going to log in. And then this help desk person is calling you from his company. And he's saying,
yeah,
I don't have internet access. Okay, so the first issue was a little different, right?
Whether he has.
I can double click on this. Why my double click didn't work? Okay, that's fine. Sherry is the help desk or user. Oh man, come on.
Yeah.
I forgot the company's password. There you go. All right, go ahead and troubleshoot. And you can you want to make this bigger? Let's see if it's a little more.
So which machine I have to get connected?
The main machine, the help desk machine.
Just give me a second. Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead and troubleshoot this for us.
So let's see. He's not connected. So.
Now let's see if you guys can figure this out.
Oh, that last one.
Yes, exactly. Kevin Diaz give you guys the answer. If the host DNS is set that way, there's no way Flush DNS will help that.
So it's enabled. Let's see, look at the properties.
Okay.
Before. Oh, okay. Just kidding.
All right, Abhi. I am a technician in the other company and I'm like, Mr. Abhi, help me because I'm also a tech and man, I'm relying on your expertise now.
Just give me a second. Oh, yes, let's see from CMD.
Yeah, we're gonna start wrapping up, Haifa, so we can get to that, I guess.
So here's configured. There's no DHCP server, so we had to enable DHCP services. So then he can get the dynamic IP address because he is not allowed with any of the IP address right now.
So how would you fix it?
We can go into the
Let me put you on a mute. Okay?
server.
Just hi, yeah, I'm just talking to this technical person from MSP company. Man, he's just moving around here and there, and honestly, I don't know if he knows what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
You can't access any
He's
server.
pretending.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to come over and fix this? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm back again. My phone is. You like my phone? Okay. We start getting help right now. We don't have time.
Can I have help, guys? So DHCP service is not enabled. Anybody knows?
Yeah, and he have like 10 other people.
Is
the issue?
I want to say that it wasn't enabled. You needed to check the box.
In order to get to the properties, right?
Oh. So go back to your change Ethernet or change adapter options. Yeah, change adapter. Right click property. Cancel. Close that. Close.
Cancel?
Yeah. And then close that. Oh, no, right there. Okay, so on the left side, there's a checkbox. The checkbox.
Oh, shit. Oh my
yeah.
God. Come on.
Who gave me that
Yeah.
thing? I think Kev Tech told me to do that.
Yep.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
that's it. That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's good. Work on it, bro. You need to work on it.
Yeah, I need to give more attention to small details.
Attention to details. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
So,
Kev. Thanks, you.
Anthony, you there?
Yeah.
Every time I open Chrome, it takes me to supermario.com. I need help. This is annoying. Help me out. Remove this on staff machine.
On staff machine.
Common call from users, right? I open my browser and it takes me to a different link. I don't want it.
Yeah, website redirection.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hackers, they always put Super Mario on there. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
On what browser?
Chrome.
Chrome.
Yeah,
okay.
that stupid thing right there. supermarioplay.com.
Okay, I will go to settings.
Okay.
Okay.
Right there. Right there.
Oh, here.
Do you have anybody on the phone as well? Look, I heard somebody else sound right there. She was like, right there, right there. What was that?
I'm sorry.
Imagine you're on the call and you're like fixing things on and somebody else also start talking like, what? You still didn't figure this out, Anthony?
I have.
And where did you fix it? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was just right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I removed the.
And how do you confirm it then that it's not gonna come up?
So I need to close the browser and reopen it.
All right, do that. Oh, whatever. I could have done that as well. That's how they also talk, right? However, you want to say something, or you want me to stop or something?
No, I want to. Christelle needs another question to have two, and then everyone except for Abhay needs one more question.
Okay,
Christelle, so there's total. They're equal.
Okay, Christelle. When I click on the timesheet option in Chrome, it does not work, but it works in Edge. So I'm just gonna. This is more of like something you need to. This is like a not a real ticket, but I want you to go back and fix it like this. So she goes into some website, she clicks on timesheet, and the timesheet basically pops up. So it works on Edge, but in Chrome, it's not working. What do you think could be the issue right now? So go ahead and log into a staff machine and let us know what would you check in the browser to make sure that something is working.
Okay, I am on the staff machine.
Yeah, staff machine, she goes to the Chrome browser, and then let's say, for example, she goes to jobskillshare.org. Let's go there, jobskillshare.org. And that probably, we didn't fix that. That's what's not coming up. But let's say she clicked on a timesheet button over here. Let's say this is a timesheet. It has a pop-up that comes up on an Edge, but it's not working on Chrome. How would you fix it?
Okay, sorry, I have a question, Danish. Timesheet, I didn't see where it is.
It's not there. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if she clicks on a timesheet, there's a pop-up, it's not working. How would you fix it? When I talk about pop-ups, where do you fix pop-ups?
In the settings?
Well, I don't know. Or let me just say, every pop-up is getting blocked in this browser. How would you fix it?
She won't allow the pop-ups. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a user, so I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Teams, can you help me? I really don't know the timesheet and the pop-up. I don't.
There's no timesheet. I just even make it more easier for you. Every time you open any pop-up, it gets blocked. I even give you the answer now. So how would you fix it? Go ahead, team. Try to help her if you guys can. Quickly.
I know with a specific site, you can click on the little symbol in the address bar for that particular site and enable pop-ups for that site. But
what's that symbol? Can you guide her?
Yeah, go back to the Job Skillshare tab and then click on the little exclamation point right there by the name, in the address bar. Yeah. And site settings at the bottom down there. And you could definitely do, let's see, scroll down. Should be a pop-up. Chrome has a pop-up.
The ads pop-up and redirect. It's blocked.
Yeah, and you
click
can
on the
enable
flash.
that.
Okay.
Okay, if you do that and you still get the same results, then what else do you check in this browser?
Click on the flash.
Click on the flash.
I allow the flash.
Flash is not flash is not it's already blocked. I mean, it's nothing to do with those pop-ups.
Chrome has I think built-in pop-up blocker, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really.
You already blocked that one, so what else is going on? How would you check something else?
Notification.
Now, somebody help her out. There could be other things added to the Chrome. Let me.
We got default. You can check and see if the default browser. Well, it might
okay, let me make it more easy for you guys. How do you find extensions or anything like that, add-ons? How do you find that in the browser?
Oh, yeah, you can click at the top right of Chrome, and then the little plug. Yeah, the little.
You're already there now. Now, what would you disable?
Oh, I would have disabled the pop-up blocker for Chrome.
All right, this is a common thing, by the way. We have too many extensions going on these days. Okta has this extension, so many different applications. You guys need to know how to get into the browsers, how to get into the extensions, how to get into the add-ons. It's a very common thing these days. Why? Because you're using a lot of cloud-based applications these days, and they use these extensions to make their job easy for single sign-on or stuff like that. So make sure you guys are good at this stuff. Why? Because that's a level 1 type of calls you're going to get. Tiny money calls, but there are going to be a lot of calls for you guys like this, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, so next we are moving on to, Who did you say I want to give next to Hefa?
Meg, Stephen, Fred, Christelle, and Anthony still need one more question each.
Okay, Meg, I'm going to give you this one, which this is one was built for Shackman, so see which one is this. How to permanently delete items in deleted folder in Outlook. So you can use the same computer that we are using for Interns. So go ahead and open this. There's an Outlook setup for this. So how would you do that? Let's say I call you, I want to get rid of my deleted files in my folder. How would you totally and permanently delete it in Outlook?
Okay. Again, for some reason. All right, how to permanently delete items in deleted folder.
Wait, are you on the
within from the user side, correct?
Yeah, but are you on the intern machine right now?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hold on one second. And here I am.
Okay.
Is that me?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so I would go into Outlook.
All right.
All right.
Is that Outlook?
Is that Outlook?
No. Okay, hold on one second. So within here.
Take your time, Meg. Look at the screen.
Got it. I was about to add some Gmail. No.
All right.
All
so
right.
we want to get rid of all deleted emails from this folder. How do you do that?
All right. Here's deleted items. You cover, and so I would completely empty the folder.
All right. Good job. Is there any other way you can do this, by the way?
I'm certain that there is. I would not go there. Let's see. Right here with the trash can. And once I do go to the box, and then I could.
Does anybody want to else help to get some points? Is there any other way you can totally
try finding the folder of Outlook, and so control panel, then just mail settings, then find that account and open the folder, and you can remove the.
Wait, what would you remove that?
What?
You're deleting the whole profile.
Oh.
So you're talking.
Oh, I'm gonna say no because I don't want people to take that as an answer. You know, we're just talking about deleted emails right here. Totally empty it out. You know, delete it permanently. If you guys don't know, then that's fine.
It wouldn't deal with. It wouldn't be well.
Because you already came to this place, right? So.
Okay.
Okay, for that's for you guys to research. Find another way to do this. Okay, let's not waste time on this. So find another way to do this. There's another way you can do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and you said who is Stephen after this, Hefa?
Yep, Stephen.
All right, Stephen, same machine that I'm on right now. How do you export inbox emails to .pst files?
Oh, was it the staff machine?
Yes, in the intern machine. Just get into intern machine, same Outlook, open that.
I'm sorry, is that the first one or the second one?
The first one, sorry.
Okay, thanks. All right.
It's another common one too, right? We want to move some files to another places. Let's move. No, I want just specifically inbox. I don't care about the rest of this. Just specifically inbox. We get all this stuff almost. Sometimes
I'm going to be a little bit tight on your time, you guys, just because we have to do interviews for batch 3 at 2.
So that's maybe last 2 more questions, and then we're done with we were going to start with your guys so far.
3 more questions. 3 more people. 3 more questions.
Oh. Wow. Wait, how do we even get to this screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should be saying that, shouldn't I?
Okay.
File, open and export, import, export to a file, PST file. And then what was I exporting out? The inbox?
Yep.
Inbox.
Man, you're good with this stuff. All right, good. Good
That's
job.
really good. I like it.
That's it.
He had a good Office 365 mentor.
Oh, way to go,
No,
man.
that's just general Outlook knowledge. That's not.
Ah.
Whatever,
Oh.
man. Let me get some credit.
All right. So who's next? Haifa, you said some 3 people.
Let's do Fred.
Fred. All right, Fred. I'm gonna go back to.
Oh dear. Oh, all right.
No, not this one. Let's try.
Yeah, Monica.
Monica.
Find which group does help desk account belongs to in AD using CMD.
All right. I'm assuming I'm going to be on my on
Main
the,
machine, yeah.
Yeah.
The first machine, help desk.
Pull that up here. Connect to this.
Where are you connected? Okay, there you got connected. Okay.
Okay.
So find which group does help desk account belongs in AD using CMD.
All right. So I would open up CMD.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Decline that call. All right. Open up CMD. All right. So we're going to do which group does help desk?
Whoa, what is that noise?
A notification.
Fred, can you mute for a quick minute?
Oh, okay.
Oh, there. I just.
All right, try to unmute now. Sorry, there was a lot of noise coming.
I don't. Okay.
Yes, there's still a lot of noise coming on from your way.
All right. So Fred, go ahead and try to run some commands. We're gonna unmute you when you're some noise is coming outside. Is there some kind of like a construction going on or something? Fred, unmute yourself if you want to try this.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Is this good, or do I need to?
It's good now.
It's better.
User, and let's see here. We got local memberships administrators, and we got global memberships none.
Oh, what does that mean? I don't even know what that.
On the computer, it's a local. It's part of the local administrators group.
Uh-huh.
And there are no. It's not part of any groups.
Your help desk is a very powerful account right here. How do you know it's not a part of that? So there's something going on.
Net user.
This user that you're listing out, what kind of user is it?
It's an administrator.
Is it a local user or is it a domain user?
It's a local user.
So verify, is this a local user or is this a domain user? How do you know that? The one user that you're logged on right now, is that a local or domain?
This is helpdesk.jss. So let me see.
Take a look at the ticket again.
One, can I say?
DM change to N.
Yeah. Going back up. Okay, so it's help desk and part of, let's see, the user.
So it clearly tell you that it's a part of domain. Now you need to find out which group is this help desk part of, like the group of in Active Directory from CMD. If you don't know, get some help because we don't have time right now.
Yeah, does anyone have any ideas on the command I entered?
I think you should try the command using a net user net space user space help desk space /forward domain.
Domain.
All right.
Domain admins and domain users.
Now tell me, what is this a part of? Which group is this a part of right now?
Domain admins and domain users.
Good job. Good job. Thank
You
you,
have to
Anthony.
you have to be careful because see the question asks in AD, and you told me it's a local user, but if it says in AD, then
Yeah, it's not the same thing. So
Yep.
be careful.
So that's a good point right there, and a good command. So thanks to Anthony.
Could you have run as like admin and found that out, or?
Now, I
Like-
think it's just that domain parameter, the last parameter we use for the domain.
Okay.
Specifies
Right.
the domain information versus local information.
All right. So
Thanks,
who's the last person that we want to pick?
We have two last people, Christelle and Anthony. Both need one question each.
Christelle and Anthony. Okay, Christelle, you ready for ticket 6?
Yes.
Oh man, that's so easy. Okay, find the IP address of this machine. Is it static or dynamic? And then copy the information to the desktop.
Oh, mute this.
Fred, go ahead and disconnect if you are connected. And connect to this machine, the staff, the one machine, the staff, sorry, the help desk machine, Christelle, and then find us this information, put it on the desktop.
The intern machine, right?
The intern machine, which is the first machine, the one that I have the notepad on.
All right, so I find the IP address of this machine. Do you want me to use the GUI or the command line?
CMD.
CMD, okay.
And explain it to us. Is it static? Is it dynamic? We're gonna ask you some questions in that as well.
Okay. So the IP address of this machine is 192.168.10.187.
Is that a public IP or private IP?
This is
It shouldn't take you that long for at least 10
yeah.
minutes.
You know, there is a reserve address for the private, and I don't have in my mind the right interval in, because the private address, some begin with the Y92.168. So I don't remember until which
That's
number.
fine. That's fine. All I ask is it private or public? So you think it's private? Are you sure it's private? Do you need help with this?
Yeah. I need help.
Okay. Can somebody give her help with this? Is this public or private?
I believe that's a public IP because it's the class C, so it should be 192.168. What?
It's a public IP.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Somebody else need help with this. This is a good one. Definitely, you guys will be in trouble if you say it's a private IP. How is this public? So this is going to be a very if you guys have done really good all the way till now. So 192.168.10.187, is that private or is that public? Can someone give me a clear answer? Fred, you're mute.
No, it's private.
I'll say public because I know when I make my Azure machines and they give me like, they'll never give me like a 10, like go connect using 10. Like, no, it's always like a 192 something or something.
Is this so, Fred? Is this public or private?
That's a public.
Public. Wow. Okay, so
I don't know, but I think I would say
Come on, you guys.
Private.
It's a private.
Don't kill me.
It's a private.
So are you just guessing now, or?
Okay.
Now they're just guessing because they've already said public too many times.
Guessing, but you know.
All
genuinely
right. Okay, so now coming back to Christelle, is this dynamic or is this static?
This is dynamic because the DHCP is enabled.
What is DHCP stands for?
Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol.
Okay, good job. All right, good. So who's next after this, Hyper?
Good.
Anthony.
Anthony, number, let me just pick one. I think we did this before, but let's try it with Anthony. Can you find this? Find a locally shared folders in this machine using CMD. Find a network shared paths using CMD.
Okay, I can, of course, I can give it a try. Okay.
The locally shared folder in this machine.
So do I use the intern account?
Yeah, the intern, the PC that we were on. Yep.
Let's share.
Okay. So I would go to CMD. And I would try net use.
Okay.
Net share discovery.
Okay, yes. Okay, then
So is that one network or local?
that is a local.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. The //JSS DC is local.
Slash is it? No. This //JSS DC is not local.
Okay, what's some local default shares that you have in this machine right now?
Default shares. Okay, I need to run
Three
this
machines.
command.
Okay, so now you found something. What is the default shares over here?
I'm going to put a hard stop on this question at 1.
Okay, the default share is the C dollar sign.
Okay, good job. All right, I think we're done with the tech questions. We will do the review at the end of the tech stuff, but right now I think Hefe is going to take over and she's going to ask you guys some soft skills questions and we will then wrap it up. Okay, thank you. I'm going to stop sharing.
So I know that the pro team was on here with me yesterday. So you guys know how this works. We're just going to go. Danish, I'm giving you a break, right? Because you did all the technical. All right. So Steven's IT Essentials, Diaz, and KevTech and I are going to be asking you soft skills questions. Remember that you are answering based on, like, you don't know us. So you're answering like you're speaking to a hiring manager. Please remember that. Who wants to start? Steven's IT Essentials. Would you like to go first? For soft skill question.
All right. The best one I can always think of is what everyone asks too is how would you handle a disgruntled user when they call you?
I would.
Wait, you have to. Oh, I'm sorry.
Direct it to somebody or
okay.
Okay.
Direct it to someone, yes.
I'll direct it to Christella.
Okay. When I will have a, you say disgruntled customer on the phone?
Yes. How would you calm them down? Yes, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just want to be sure that I have the understanding of the word disgruntled. That means an upset customer?
Correct.
Okay. So I will let him talk. I will not cut what he has to say. And I will acknowledge that he's mad from what happened. And depending on what is the problem, try to give him what we're gonna do for making me be happy. At least calm. That is that's the process that I will follow with the customer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Diaz, do you want to go pick someone, please?
Fred, so let's say you have a situation where somebody's working on something or maybe they have an idea about something they want to do, that's a fellow coworker, and you know that it's wrong, it shouldn't be done that way. How do you go about handling that?
So just in synopsis, you said I have a fellow employee that's trying to attempt something that's against regulations.
Just something like it could be against regulations, or just maybe they're doing something incorrectly. Just you have a different opinion. How do you resolve that with them?
Yeah. So yeah, if I see an employee maybe trying to do something that's wrong, could harm themselves or anyone else, I would definitely step to that person respectfully, not in a blastful way. I would definitely try to maybe, if I have to, move them off to maybe a more private area and just discuss to them saying, hey, I noticed that you did this. These are the effects that could cause. I would recommend you do it this way, or it's best to do it this way. And to just ask them if they, fully understand what they were doing and what it could have caused, and show them an optional way, if able to, show them an optional way and the correct way of doing that.
Okay. KevTech, do you want to go? I'll go after you. Please
Yeah, I'll
direct
go.
someone.
Anthony. You there, Anthony?
Yes.
So tell me, what's one personality you wish you could get rid of, and why do you want to get rid of it?
Personality trait?
Yep. What's one personality trait you wish you could get rid of, and why? Tell me why.
Okay. That would be one of the personality I would love to get rid of would be I would say the means of sometimes trying to say no, because I have this issue of always saying yes, yes, yes. Trying to go beyond my limit to help someone, and which sometimes it's good to help, but I think I take it too extreme, trying to help, and then sometimes it just kind of like bounce back at me, and I feel I need to really work on it.
Okay,
That's
I'm
it.
going to pick Stephen. What would you say your weakness is when working in a team or group, and how do you overcome that?
I'm trying to think of what a weakness of mine would be working in a group. I have a lot of experience working in groups, and I feel like I'm fairly comfortable working within those dynamics. Maybe controlling frustration, possibly. Someone may not know what they're doing, letting them, work through what they're doing, and give them the opportunity to figure out for themselves.
Okay. Hami, are you here? Okay, Hami is not. So we have, I'll tell you who's left, and then we'll go 3 questions for each intern. But we have Meg left, we have Abe left, and yeah, those 2 left who have not gotten asked questions yet. Stephen, go ahead. Stephen's IT Essentials.
Okay, so I'll direct this one at Meg. If you could be any computer part in a computer, what would it be and why?
Oh, that's a good one. I would be the entire motherboard. Okay. I would like to, handle all the processes, the data, the options for data flow input and output through that. Yeah. I mean, what other part to be other than the motherboard?
Okay. Thank you.
Diaz, go ahead. If you'd like to direct it to Abe.
So Abbott, so how have you handled a situation that didn't go as you planned, or maybe you couldn't finish on time. How did you deal with those kinds of situations?
First of all, I would look what went wrong. So I will go in detail and where everything not happened according to the plan. So I would definitely check is there anything that I could have done better to handle that situation. Um, maybe I should have planned more, or maybe I should have a priorities for the tasks. So then at least I could have more organized and complete my things on time. But anyway, it happened. So I would take a full responsibility for sure. And I would apologize to everyone who got affected with that issue. And I will go back to my table and really have a great talk to myself. And yeah, I could have fixed these issues. You have maybe listened to some other people on your team, or like maybe you should have researched more before you start something by yourself. Try to get help. So if I need some more advice, I will go and ask with my team members or my managers. So I would appreciate any help during that time. I strongly believe that my team members would uh, be okay for the first time, but I'm not going to repeat that task for one more time. So I'm sure that it won't happen. I will assure them that it won't happen in my career. So I'll get my belief back, the belief they have in me. So I'll stay more organized next time. Keep the priorities. Have everything under my control. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna manage the situation.
Okay, Keftek, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Was it Christelle?
Christelle.
Yep. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing?
Good.
Tell me, why should I not hire you?
I will say you will not have to hire me if you don't have the possibility to pay my rate. But other than that, I don't see why you will not hire me, because I have the competence to do the job. I am willing to learn, and I am here to do the job. I want to work with you. So it's you who have the last word, and I'm hearing from you. So that's my answer.
Okay. I will ask Fred. Fred, can you tell me what a ticketing system is?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Sorry, can you tell me what a ticketing system is?
Yes.
And why it's important for a company to have?
Yes. A ticketing system basically enables a centralized location where companies and employees can keep adequate records of issues and things as that such. The purpose of a ticketing system and for a company would be to, for one, control the workflow. You don't want people, it may be internal, because sometimes you may have a helpline or help system that's for internal customers and a separate one for external customers. So you don't want people just calling every number that's in the directory like, I need help. So a ticketing system definitely gives a kind of a sort of a UI as well for some customers. And it's basically just used to centralize and keep track of those ticketing documents. And it's easier to export those to different file formats, Excel, or create reports with those. So ticketing systems are very versatile and very useful for many different companies on many different sizes.
So there's a question I'm going to ask. It's about ticketing systems, but it's okay if you don't get like what I have in mind. There's an important component of ticketing system that doesn't have to do with ticketing. Do you know what that component is? You know it, because if I say it, you're going to be like, oh yeah, but I just don't know how to phrase that question any better than I have already tried.
I would say having the appropriate employees appointed with appropriate roles within that application.
So I was actually looking for a repository, a KB. But that is also a good answer. No, you're good. That's a really hard question for me to phrase. But yeah, no, you did great. Thanks. Pardon?
The knowledge base, yeah.
Steven, go ahead. Steven's IT Essentials.
This is going to be for Meg again. If I was a user and I walked up to you and I asked you, I've heard this term Active Directory being thrown around. How would you explain that to me in a very simple way that I can understand that within our company, or why do we even use it? Can you explain that to me? Can you
Sure, Stephen. Yeah, it's a system, kind of like a central management system, I guess I would call it, to where it has various functions. You can create users, connect users to the main system. So it's has the ability to manage users is really the bottom line with it. And you can connect to all of centralized resources like printers, and be able to manage users within an enterprise, allowing them to connect to the domain, allowing the users to have certain permissions or not have certain permissions on certain files, and to where the company itself has the ability to, I keep using that word manage, but yeah, like authenticate, I guess would be another word, its users. Does that help you understand it any better?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Meg, for telling me about that.
You're welcome.
I have one for Anthony. So what do you do on your free time?
Oh, on my free time, I go on learning. I'm trying to write a certification exam on ITEL Foundation 4. So on a free time, I just go and yeah, I go on learn as much as I can. Since I'm also working a full time, so I really have a very limited time. So I try to manage my time as much as I can. Learn it.
Okay, so you work and study. Got it.
Yes.
Tech. Do you want to do either Steven or Abe?
Yeah, I'm with Steven. Hey, Steven.
Hey.
So what's how do you explain to our user why something is blocked?
Like a website?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I need to get to this website, and why is it blocked? It works fine when I go use my regular computer. I'm trying to get something done. Why is this blocked?
Yeah. So unfortunately, for the purposes of work, certain websites are restricted. We don't want users to expose the network or systems to potential threats, and I'm sure there's a productivity component to that. We don't want users screwing around while they're at work.
Okay. Abe, I have a question for you. What is one thing you struggled with learning during your internship?
I had a really great time learning all the stuff you guys have provided. But one thing I really found difficult was command line. I'm really always a really hard time finding the right commands, but I know command line always give you an option to what do you need actually. If you put just one word with a question mark, they're gonna give what are the commands related to that. And yeah, and I always try to understand, but I found really difficult time putting right column, greater than signs and everything. So I really need to fix my command line troubleshooting, because most of the time you have to troubleshoot from your just command line itself. I'll try to learn more, and I'll focus more on the skills that I need on command line itself. So I would definitely give much more attention to that.
Okay. Pros. We have one more question for each intern. Steven, go ahead. Steven,
Yes, I got you. This one will be directed to, let's go with Fred on this one, I think. What can I think of? If I were to hire you, how would you benefit? Like, what do you think you could bring to this business in your skill level that's gonna make us evolve? Like, what can you add to my team if I bring you on? What's your best attribute or trait that you got that I can see that you're gonna excel in, and you're gonna really take my team to the next level? Because right now we're a little bit here. I want to go to the next level. That's why I'm looking for somebody who's going to be spot on. What do you think?
Well, one value I could definitely bring is just my level of high energy. I definitely care about inspiring others despite what's going on, maybe at home or just outside of the workplace. I'm very big uh, on just bringing inspiration to the workplace, bringing joy, bringing happiness. I'm also one thing I'm kind of working on is my leadership, just taking leadership roles. But I am a great team player. You know, I'm definitely that guy. Like, hey, we need to get this done. We don't know how. I'm the guy that steps in. Hey, I got you. We can do it like this, do it like this, do it like this, and we get it done by this deadline. I'm that guy. I'm just very energetic. I'm a self-starter. I see through what I start for sure. And I just definitely want to make myself a more valuable asset for this company.
Very good. I am also the same way, so I think you'd be a great asset to my team. Thanks.
Thank you.
Diaz, go ahead.
Steven, tell me, what is your greatest accomplishment, professional or otherwise?
Wow. Okay. So my greatest accomplishment in a professional capacity would probably be transitioning the last business that I worked for into a paperless system. We implemented laptops for all of our service teams. I had to train them all on the hardware and software and the usage out in the field, all of the mobile capacity. It was something that took quite a bit of time, but it helped streamline the business quite a bit.
KevTech, I'm going to put Hami in front of you because I'm worried that he's going to get a call and disappear again. Hami, choose between Meg, Christelle, Abe, or Anthony to ask them a soft skills question, please.
I'm going to ask Meg. Do I have questions to answer, or can I just ask a question? I've missed literally everything.
Oh, no, it's a soft skills question.
Okay. This is one I always ask in my interviews. What is the last book you read and why?
Oh, let me see here. It's a good question. Boy, it has been a while, and let me, hold on.
Or article or journal or anything, the last thing you read, like online or.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Like a Facebook post.
Yeah, it was just looking at, so many. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm going through the million articles that I've recently even posted and read, but just I wanted to figure out lately how to go about obtaining more of my cloud certification. So I've been looking into, the difference between Azure, AWS certifications, and also, really how to adopt cloud services into an on-prem business, and just how does that work, and looking into Azure, especially with their AD Connect, and just how that process happens within an enterprise. How does one go from having servers on site to then going and moving towards the cloud?
Good. Yeah, there's no wrong answer to this question. You can take it on a personal route or you can take it on a professional route. Either way, you just want to have a good reason for whatever it is you're reading. So it's not just like fluff. And even if it is fluff, make it make a joke out of it or something. So,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you, Hammy.
Kev Tech.
Who do we have? So, we have
So I'll tell you who's off. Don't ask Steven, don't ask Meg, and don't ask Fred. Anyone else is good.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what tell me, what technologies have you used and why would this help me in the job I'm hiring you for?
Oh, what technologies I've used?
And why is this useful for the position I'm hiring you for? Like, how is this gonna help me in my job or my role that I'm hiring you for?
Okay. I have recently through my internship with DMV, I've come across some of the Microsoft applications like the Active Directory and Office 365, and I believe with this application, I would be able to really make a proper use of these applications to your benefit and at the same time to my benefit. Yeah, I believe these applications are the right applications for your company, as I have seen from the job description. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask Christelle. So this question is from YouTube chat from Raj, Singapore. And he wants to know, how do you cope when you have too much work on your hands?
Okay. When I have too much work on my hands, I usually try to organize the task, organize the work by task. So there will be 3 types of tasks. The task to prioritize, the task with the medium priority, and the last one type is the task with the less priority. So I will begin with the one with the highest priority, and then I will see the task that I can do simultaneously. I'm sorry for my...
Simultaneously. No, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic. So my question is, I'm going to add on to that. How do you choose the priority of each task? Like, how do you choose which one gets put at high priority?
Okay. Yes, I understand. The task that that will have the highest priority will be the task that will quickly bring me to the goal of my work. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So that will be the priority, and also the tasks that need to be done in first for doing the other one.
Okay.
So yeah, there is too much process in
That's fantastic. Good job. Okay. I don't know if Danish, do you want to ask the last question to Abe, or do you want one of the pros to ask? Because you haven't asked any soft skills questions.
You guys can keep asking.
Okay. One of the pros, this is the last question. Who wants it? You have to ask Abe, or you should direct it towards Abe, please. Go ahead, Stephen.
I was going to say let KevTech go because he showed up late, so this will be his penalty.
Oh, this would be his penalty. Ayo, KevTech, what's up? Would you like to ask Abe a question, or do you want me to do that? Or no, actually, Hammy hasn't been here, so we can have him ask.
Ask Hammy.
Hammy, what's up?
Yeah, he has some good ones.
Okay.
Abe.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm thinking of a question right now. I don't have one lined up. Who are some people that you follow in the professional world that relates to the job you're applying for?
I have a couple of people in my mind. I really admire all of them. Especially I came to a different country and I finished my graduation here. So felt like I'm following the same pathway of whether it's Satya Nadella or the Microsoft CEO or Sundar Pichai, the Google CEO. Those people are from my same country. They're really proud. We are really proud of them, what they did. And so I feel like whenever you move to some other country, you're leaving your parents' home, your friends and everything, and you have a set of goals in your mind, and you really work hard. You finish your studies while you're working. It's really hard, and I really great admire of all these people, what they have done, and like how they changed the entire viewpoint of our people, new students that are really want to pursue a career in different country. So and it's really very hard to go to some other country and live there and pursue your goals. So these people have really proved that it can be done. You can be the number one. So I always wanted just like a same kind of career pathway. When you have a lot of opportunities here, you should go for it. Whether it's you have to sacrifice some of the your parts of your life. Yeah, that's really they have did that. They have accomplished all the goals. So I feel I these people are great to follow. So I'm following their own pathway. They are like role models for me.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So we are done with the soft skill questions. We're going to do the reviews now. So how do you want to do this?
I can start.
Pardon?
So I said I could start.
Okay.
So just overall general, yes, you're all level 1. First of all, I think you guys are good. But just to all of you, remember, you need to pay attention to detail, and you need to take your time. Fast is slow, and slow is fast. You need to really pay attention and look around you. For example, Fred, for example, I saw you on the Chrome looking for the proxy settings. There was a search bar right there. You could have just used that and found it right away. So stuff, small details like that, you have to be careful of. Abby, real quick note on the soft skills. Great answers, however, way too long. You need to shorten it up, keep it more brief. You repeated yourself a little bit. Try to keep it shorter, but overall great answer. And another thing, the reason I asked those last 3 soft skills questions that I asked is because yes, we get it. You're in IT. However, that doesn't mean you have to give IT answers. Yes, I get it. You guys study a lot. You work a lot. But what else do you do? What other activities do you partake in outside of IT? Are you a person who maybe has hobbies? People want to see that. People ask soft skills because they want to see if they want to work with you. People don't want to work with robots. They want to work with people that they can interact with and have fun with. So for example, right, like Hammy's question with the books. Feel free to talk about some fiction book, some novel or something that you're reading about. Nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine because that's what the soft skill questions are there for. Obviously make sure you speak about your technical stuff and what you do to improve yourself, but do not forget to add a bit of your personality because that ultimately is what's going to get you hired.
I want to tack on to what Diaz said. I don't know how many of you watched the interview we did with Brandon. So his last interview, his last part of the interview process before he got the job was to meet with the CIO, Danish? I think he met with the CIO, and all of the questions that were asked were completely soft skill questions because the CIO wanted to get to know him as a person. So yeah, I agree with Diaz. Steven's IT Essentials, would you like to go for a review on soft skills and tech skills? How'd they do?
Yes. The hard skills, I kind of like was sticking some notes if I go down the line, Meg. Your hard skills, you got to work on them a little bit. I rated you guys between 1 and 3. And for you, I give you like a 1. You're gonna have to get a little better with that. Steven, it looks like you got a 3 on that. Your hard skills are pretty good. Fred, I'm gonna go with a 2 on you. You're there. Just work on a little bit more and you'll get there. Christella, you're gonna get a 2 from me as well. I think you did really well. Anthony, you're gonna get a 1 from me on the hard skills. You need to get your attention a little bit more up, I think. And then Abby, I'm gonna give you a 2 on your hard skills. As far as your soft skills go, you guys did all real well in the questions. I thought a little long in some cases, but you kind of told me a story. You told me, what I wanted to ask. Megan, the questions that I asked you, you knocked them out of the freaking park. So I think you're going to be doing really great you have a really good voice, a strong voice when it comes over to this. Stephen as well. You guys all did good. You guys all have strong voices. The big thing I think again, coming back to the interview questions, just make sure when you're looking at the interviewer, you look them straight in the face. If you're looking off to the sides, when my interviews that I did that, I never got the darn job for some reason. And then I called up the people. I'm like, why? Well, you were looking around, you're looking down. And they want to see you look at, because you have to stare down customers inside, looking them face to face. If you look away, they're going to think, well, this guy's, what's he trying to do? What's he trying to hide? And it does come off as that a little bit. But other than that, you guys did good. So just keep the hard work going. You guys are doing great.
Kev Tech, let's get a review, please.
Yeah, sure. For me, it's a pass for everyone. You guys did really well. For what I might add to what Kevin said and what Steven said is the interview, when you go on a job interview, you can't be looking around. It's not professional. Also, when you look around, it means that you're trying to look for an answer, because people are doing Zoom meetings right now. And if you're doing a Zoom interview, and if you're looking away for a few seconds, I might think, because I'm a manager, right? And because I had this conversation with someone else. It's like off topic. I had a conversation with someone else, and they told me like, "Oh, I didn't get the job. Why I didn't get the job? Because everyone's working from home now, right?" So I asked him, "What did he do?" And he said he was looking out of the video. And then the manager straight up told him, like, yeah, you look like you're cheating, like you're trying to get answers online while I'm asking you interview questions. So don't do that. Stay focused on the camera and don't move around. That doesn't look professional at all. That's the one thing. The second thing is really important, like what Kevin said. They ask you these personality questions. It's because they don't care about the technology, which they do. They do care about the IT stuff, but they could train you on this. But they also want to know if you fit well with the company. So like they want to, is this person, am I going to hire this person? Are they going to fit well with the company? Are they going to fit well with the coworkers, with the team, with management, with the director? So like, I want to know if they really fit well with everyone, because I don't want to hire some random guy and he causes a bunch of problems when we hire him. So that's the reason why they ask these personality questions, is because of that. The third thing is pay attention to detail. Stop going too fast. And I'm going to keep saying that because from my experience, like Fred, I'm not trying to pick on you. You guys go too fast. Don't go too fast. You're hurting yourself when you're going too fast. Take your time, read the screen, read what it says, and then go ahead and do it. But take your time to do it. Do not rush. It's not a race. And when you do things in a rush, when you rush things and you do things really, really fast, you make more mistakes than what you fix. So then you end up breaking something by accident. So take your time. Do not go too fast. But for me, you guys did really well. The soft skills, you guys did well. It's just like, it has to be like a clean, straightforward answer. No, not like a 5-hour conversation. Just keep it clean, keep it straight, and you're good to go after that. But you guys did really well. Just work on your tech skills a little more. It's just navigation. You got to keep practicing it. It's rinse and repeat. So you keep doing it over and over again. You got to get better over time. So that's the only thing. But you guys did really well. That's it. I'm not going to add any more to that. So
one thing I'll add about KevTech's review there about, if I could bring in like a sports analogy into this about the culture. Think of it this way: is if a football player comes on your football team, and he's really good, he's the best football player on the darn team, but he doesn't fit well inside the locker room, and he's causing a lot of problems. You've probably seen this before. What happens? They get rid of him, and all of a sudden everything goes back to normal. So the culture is a big thing too. So if they bring you on and you don't fit the culture, they're going to find some way to get you out somehow, some way. You may not be aware of it. You may be told about it, but sooner or later, they're going to say, it's time for you to go so we can get back to normalcy here inside the locker room or inside the culture of the company. So just keep that in mind as far as for that would be as far as being on a team. So if you think about it that way, if you think about, you've seen it in sports a lot where you may be the best, but that doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's at the end of the day, are you going to fit on this team? Are you going to get along with the players, with the management and stuff like that? The same kind of concept, I think, involves in IT as well. So that's just, I just wanted to add that.
So I was gonna ask Hami, but I see that he got on a call. Danish, do you want me to go quickly before you? I just have one comment. Or
yeah, go ahead, and I'll just end it after this.
Yeah, and then I want to do the Discord thing, please. Okay, so I'm not going to comment. Everything that these guys said is literally what was on my mind. So I'm not going to repeat. Abhi, your answers for soft skills were really good, but they were like, I don't remember who said this, but too long. If you shorten them, they would have been perfect, on point. And yeah, that's all I'm going to add because they said everything else that I wanted to say. Go ahead, Danish. Oh wait, Hami. Hami, I know you didn't. I know you weren't here for a lot of it, but do you have any comments for the parts that you were here for?
I mean, my main thing is just bring personality to the interview. Practice your answers to any questions, but remember to add your own flavor to the questions. Don't say like, don't answer the questions like it's a robot, because then we know you've prepared the answers. So even if you do prepare answers for many questions, there's lots of different questions out there that'll happen. Just bring your own flavor to it so we know that you're personable, kind of like what Kevin Diaz said.
Here's a tip to add to that. So what I would do is like the tell me about yourself. I wrote it down. I think I spent like a month on it, and I'd go back and edit it and go back and edit it. And then I memorized it. And then I started to practice it and put in my own like my own spin on it. So I think maybe that's what Hami is going towards. Danish.
Oh, that's CC. All of these tips that they gave you, same thing. I would kind of go over it, and there's really not something for me to add. Just work on that. What GevTech and Stephen, Hemi, and Diaz had really good points too. Make sure you guys go over this and just practice your own answer in your own flavor. What Hemi's basically telling you, that's exactly what you want to do, because you don't want to be saying something that is given to you, because then you're gonna memorize it and it's not gonna come off natural, right? It's gonna be like you memorize it, it's gonna sound like a robot. So add your flavor to it, make a clean flow. But since I'm more of a technical guy, and most of the people that come to me is not just people landing a job. There's people that come into me, they're either have actually landed the job and now scared to lose the job because they don't know the technical side, or they are saying that, look, I failed 5 interviews in a row. I'm really good at customer service, but I don't have these technical skills. So if you watch your videos back, you guys did struggle, right? Meg, definitely you need to go back and do some practice on this, because you asked almost in every technical side, you asked for help and you got stuck. So I'm being straightforward. Why? Because that's important for you. The last one really put me off, which you guys didn't even know how to differentiate between public and private IP addresses. That's huge for me. Why? Because the other stuff is good, but what if that was the first question? What if that was the first question in the interview? And what if I captured you guys, like I have focused on that and I'm not gonna let it go now, right? And now I'm like, if you guys don't know that, now I'm gonna target areas that you guys will struggle for sure. And people will do that. Why in the interview? Now it's easy for them to tell you that you're not fit for this job. So they are going to take that, use their technical scenarios, and they will hit those same areas that they know you're weak at, and they will take you off. Why? Because then you cannot call back and say, what was the reason for me not getting accepted? Exactly, this was the reason. People do that, and that's how naturally a person has to pick people out of 6 people. So make sure you guys go back and do that basic IP understanding of what is a private IP addresses, what are the classes versus a public, because to me that's very extremely basic stuff right there. So some of these things I guess you guys are really good at, all of the like level 1 stuff and going and finding a documentation, because I know your skill from 1 month. So I know you guys are probably you can even go to a job and you can be a one-man IT person, as in that help desk department, and you can do everything. Why? Because I know almost all of you can follow documentation and do all these things. So I'm very proud of you the way you guys have done this, because not a lot of people can finish this. I have people that have actually given up, and they have actually they couldn't finish their internship. Well, that's where I will say I'm proud of you guys. Why? Because the other interns as well, that you guys didn't give up. You guys really went for it. It's like, I'm not gonna let this go. So that in itself, to me, if I was gonna hire you for any job, I would straight take you and put you on the job right now, because I know till now none of you gave up. You guys were on it. So but other people, they may not see that struggle, right? The managers, the directors that you sit with them, for them, you're a brand new person. They don't know anything about you. They have no clue that how you went through and everything. And they will ask you questions like that, maybe the basic one. And now the whole image, the whole mindset of that person is based on that one small question. So that's where you need to practice a little bit more, okay? So, all right, so we are going to speaker review. There you go. Is this one on gallery view?
It's gallery view, yes.
It is. Okay, so with that, we are going to basically, Haifa is going to take over. She's going to show you some Discord stuff, how to join Discord. And people are asking, how do I get into this type of Zoom meetings and stuff like that? She's going to show you that right now. And then after that, I'm just going to give everybody like 2 minutes to just talk about their experience, and where we will end this, okay?
Okay, Danish, I just wanted to let you know before I start that for some reason, all of the moderators were trying to post the Discord links and they're not working on the YouTube chat.
The links
if they're not, if
no, it works
Discord,
fine for me. Works fine for me.
No, you're the only one who can see it. No one else can see it. Because I can post it, it's just not showing up for anyone else.
In the Discord chat?
No. In YouTube.
In YouTube.
I don't know if they changed like a setting or something.
Yeah, because I used to be able to do it before.
All right, I'll post a link. We'll take care of this in a test session or something like that.
You can put it in the description, yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna add the Discord channel to the description when this is edited and uploaded. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Danish, can you give me access?
Yep. Let me try that. Yep, you got access now.
1 second, let me just switch over so I'm not. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So for everyone on YouTube, this is the Job Skill Share community, and then here is the KevTech IT support community. I'm going to focus on Job Skill Share because we don't have much time. We have to go in and interview the next intern batch. I just wanted to let you know that to become a part of the internship, you need to be in this community. So batch 3 is what we're doing now. We're interviewing people for the batch. I'm guessing that batch 4 is going to be somewhere around the end of January, beginning of February. So make sure that you have your notifications turned on. Danish usually tags everyone. To become a part of the internship, you need to know fundamentals like how to troubleshoot Windows 10, Active Directory, user management, and Office 365. Of course, you don't have to be a pro in these things because that's what the internship is for, but you have to be at a certain level. We don't want like interns coming in and we teach them from the start, from the fundamentals. Now, if you are not interested in being an intern, but you want to do something like what the interns were doing today, Danish started this new thing. It's called Hot Labs. Basically, he will spin up a lab for you and give you scenarios. It's not as intense as YouTube because it's not live streamed on YouTube. So only like a small group of people are going to be watching you. And then if you're ready for the big boy seat, then the hot seat is where you're going to go. And what you saw today is a hot seat. Usually we do it one-on-one, but because it was the intern's final project, we did it in a group. I think that's all. You're always welcome to reach out to us on Discord. We're here to answer any questions that you have. And I just want to let you guys know that we do a lot on Discord that is not streamed on YouTube. So like on KevTech's channel, we're always in the voice channels. We're always like, people are always studying or like hanging out and like talking about tech stuff. So yeah, join the Discord channels. If you want to become an intern, if you have any more questions about internship, you can
I just want to add that KevTech is also going to be doing this type of stuff like internship and everything. So make sure you follow his instruction first, because we don't like when people just go in and say like, hey, I'm here. Let me do before instructions, because it really wastes too much of our time to just explain everything back. So make sure you watch the instructions and then kind of do that. But come to any of these communities and we're happy to take you to different communities. That's kind of what we do. We collaborate with each other. So if you go to KevTech, you can ask for, hey, where's JSS? Or you can go to the JSS and you guys can ask for, where's KevTech? And we'll take you from there and just guide you exactly step by step, okay?
Again, you can always reach out if you have any questions.
So with this, we are going to basically get this to ending, because we have some interviews coming now for next batch. I want to just quickly go over the interns one by one. Please take like 2 minutes to explain your experience, and is there anything you would like to tell us or change or anything like that that we can do for you?
Any improvements that we can do?
Fred, you can go ahead and get started if you want.
How you know I'm gonna go first? But yeah, I don't know. I really can't think of any kind of improvements on you guys' side. I mean, you guys gave us the proper documentation. The material that you gave us was all up to date. It wasn't like obsolete, material or incorrect syntax or anything. Like everything has been accurate, on point, highly relatable to today's enterprise environments and Soho environments. So I'm very satisfied with my experience, and I look to participate in future programs with you all.
All right, thank you, Fred. Steven, are you there?
Yep.
Okay.
So I think that I forget. I think this was at the end of the previous lab. I'm not sure where this question was asked, and we had spoken a bit about this.
Yeah, improvement in the document flow and how it's.
Yeah, that was the only the only concern that I had. It was a very straightforward, fun experience. It was actually very, very fun. That's a key part of this is enjoying what you're doing and having fun. And the documentation wasn't a big thing. Everything. If something's perfect, then there's nothing you can do to improve it. And you typically don't want to come from that standpoint. So the documentation I felt like could use a little bit of tweaking, but short of that, it was a very fun, rewarding experience. And I appreciate you.
I just want to say to Stephen, he reached out to me and he's like, can I help you with this? And that is what we're looking, because we are a team. And I told him, yes, why not? So our documentation is going to get better with the people who can really look at where the issue is, and then they can help us out with this. So Stephen, I really want to say, I appreciate you did that. I mean, that's something, it's a work, right? So I highly appreciate that.
Absolutely. And thank you for the experience, Danish. It's been a very rewarding experience.
No problem. Anthony?
Oh, okay. My experience so far has been great, and compared to after I graduated from the university, so I even spoke with some of my friends that also had an internship program in some companies here in Germany in help desk. Compared to what it's been given here, it's just unbelievable. When I speak with them, what we do, show them some of my activities, they were like, wow. So I am really, really grateful that I found this platform, and I will continue to be part of this platform.
Thank you so much. Meg?
So where do I begin? So I feel like I stumbled upon greatness and kindness and compassion within not only the job skill share community, but KevTech and all of the people that you draw to your community. I'm not certain that I've ever experienced it in a year that by far has had very little contact in social network building available to us all. And I have to say, at one point or another, you have these moments where you question whether or not you're good enough. Prior to finding your community, I had been through several technical interviews, and again, book smarts does not equal job smarts. You can have all of the knowledge in the world, but what is a ticket? What, like a ticket to ride, or are we getting a ticket? What is going on with tickets? I mean, even just understanding, what a day in the life of an IT support technician, it was fully comprehended within your community. I am grateful. I still, I'm a premium member. I highly recommend it. If those individuals that do not have the money to afford servers on their own, or maybe not even have the RAM on their computer to, offer just a home lab experience, what Job Skill Share offers to its community, what KevTech offers, Heifa, your inspiration, how you were, ground level in this community and have shown that you can go from zero information in this business to level 2, skipping level 1 completely. I know it's a big joke, but it's not a joke to me. It's amazing. You rock.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
and again, look at all the experts. You've got Kevin Diaz, you've got Stephen IT Essentials. Those individuals that are watching today, it's phenomenal, and it blows my mind how effortless you guys make it appear, and that I know just from being a professional in the world that this does not go without a lot of effort. So I thank you. I really do not have any complaints other than, my own technical capabilities. I'm on a different sliding scale than others, and many roles in my life, and I certainly know I have to dig in a bit more. So that I will take and run with, and look forward to it. But this experience and this internship is by far one of the best in my life, and you've really landed it home as to what is required and how I will be successful within the help desk field. So thank you.
Thank you, Meg, for this. Pretty motivational to us as well, too. Where's Christelle?
Yes, I am grateful to, I don't know, if you will have a person who will go through the process and say that he's not satisfied. No, you will not have that. Even if the person don't want to do the work, even if if it just give a try, it will feel the transformation. So I am thankful for the program. The way you teach us works. I feel like the confidence is growing in me. I am changed, and I am happy that I found you, and I will recommend you to everybody that I meet. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Abby?
Yeah, guys, it was a great opportunity. I was so happy to be part of this community and do all these labs that helped me to realize there are a lot of things to learn. Even within a graduation certificate from a college won't make you ready for a job. You have to go through a lot of process. You have to try from your own side, learn skills. So this community was the something that motivated me because I initially I was applying for jobs and I felt really difficult time. I got rejected. There are a lot of times I got really mentally breakdown. So when I found all these guys, you guys are all trying. So it was motivation. So see, there are people writing for the certificate, and other people are trying on different things. So it was as a group together. It was really pushing me so to get prioritize my goals and go forward. So and also especially if I was always asking her to change my schedule after first time. Every time she was okay with me. You guys are flexible with everything. And also a lot of people are from different country. I'm from here in Canada, and anyhow, you guys have managed to find a time. Will be okay to everyone. So thank you for this opportunity, guys. I hope we all find jobs soon in 2021. Happy holidays and wish you a happy
All
new year,
right, so
guys.
I'm gonna give you all guys a challenge. Your challenge is that you will be beating batch one. There are 7 people that have got the job out of 14 or 15, and I want you guys are like I think 13, and I want all of you
12.
12. So I want your numbers to really beat that batch one. So that's gonna be your target because for us, this is great. We love the transformation. We love this energy and everything, but we love when we see you in that success story section, right? That's when you put something in there like, look guys, I'm here. This is what I got. That's where we wake up and we just like keep smiling the whole day because we're like, okay, that is what we were looking for, right? This is what the last end was. After that, we ban you, we delete you, and then we don't.
You're done. I just want to say something that the team said yesterday that I really wanted to push through is you can only go up from here. We're always here to help you with whatever you need. Just because the internship has ended doesn't mean that you can't ping us and talk to us and ask for whatever it is that you need. And yeah, that's it. And thank you to the admins, all of them, KevTech and Danish, who literally watched every single person on their project and took notes, right? So I was working and I was like, they got it. But like, if I was not working, I would watch. But these two were watching you guys like hawks. They did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for your time. Hami, Diaz, and Stevens IT Essentials, thank you guys for joining in and like being such a positive support in the community in general, in both communities.
Yeah, without our admins, I don't think we could have made it this far. So that it's all a team effort. It's not a one-man show here. Without you admins that's sitting right there, I don't know. I mean, how can I thank you? I mean, it's like there's no words for me to say, because you guys this is amazing stuff. And because of you, people's lives are changing. And when I tell people, listen, this is the last comment that I want to tell people. Some people look at this career and they're like, IT support, right? I'm just okay, that's too much for me to do study. But then you have to look at those people who have spent 5 years in IT and they have made life there. Like right now, they're enjoying life. People are calling me, I bought a house, I bought this too. It's long-term thinking. You guys have to think like that, right? So you guys want to go up in this career and make your life better and then come back and maybe after 5 years, share your story with us that this is what happens. That's the whole goal, but it's not Danish alone. It's not JSS alone. It's KevTech. It's Steven Essential giving his time. It's Hemis. So why would he sit here just for nothing? I'm not paying him or anything, right? And Diaz sitting there right there. So and Haifa, for day one, she's been doing this in the Discord community. So big thank you from my side, from my heart to these people right here that are investing this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Happy holidays. We'll see you on Discord.
Thank
All right.
you.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll see you in a different Discord, in a different time.
I'm